Yo, give me 5 minutes of your time and I'm gonna help you out on if you should pull Ciaccona or Zani in Wuthering Waves 2.3. We've got a lot to discuss here, but not really that much since we don't know what they actually do yet. But there's a lot of speculation and dreams and rumors and all that going around. Know, people don't know, stuff like that. But we do know their elements and their weapons officially, so I want to talk about that and what that could mean for the future of Wuthering Waves and who you should be planning on pulling for. One thing you should keep in mind as well, if you don't know, is that we are going to be getting Zani way sooner than normally because this patch only lasts for a month compared to when a regular patch duration is. Usually the patches last for I think like 2 months, something like that. But this one is going to end at the end of April, so that's something you really got to keep in mind for your pools and stuff like that. Also, it's going to be an anniversary patch, so we're probably going to get like a ton of pools and all of that stuff as well. So, yeah, we have Zani, who is a Spectral Gauntlet character, and then we have Ciaccona, who is a Arrow Pistoler. Now, what can we expect for both of these characters? Well, knowing that we are going into, the special elements of characters recently with having, Phoebe does Spectral Frazzle, and we got the listing of what all of the elements do. We have Arrow Erosion, we had Havoc Bane, we had the Fusion Burst, we had, I forgot what the Lightning one was, something debuff for Lightning, and so on. We probably can expect Zani to be some sort of Spectral Frazzle based on what we have in the game, and Ciaccona to have something to do with Arrow Erosion. Now, what could they do with that? Maybe reprocs. Maybe they do it themselves, and they do enough. They do enough damage themselves, but they want people to support them. There's a lot of things with that. Now, me personally, I think you should probably just go for whichever one you like. At the end of the day, a lot of people watch all these who should you pull for videos, and you should just pull for who you enjoy. But who should you realistically pull for here? Zani, let's be honest, she's going to be a DPS. We know Zani's going to be a DPS. Ciaccona, though, I feel like she's a music character. She's probably going to be some sort of support. We don't have a lot of supports in the game. We have Shorekeeper and Verena. Everyone else is some sort of sub DPS or like sub support DPS, whatever you want to call that. We just got 2 healers as well. So Ciaccona, maybe she's like fully supportive. I feel like we're missing a character that had like WoA has no characters that have defense shred or anything like that, which is kind of weird. I feel like they should have someone that does that, but maybe we'll get that in the future coming up. Maybe it could be Ciaccona, maybe Zani shreds defense, who knows. The only character right now in the game that has anything with really defense shred is people's extra dupes, or if you have, I guess, Cheng Li, she has defense ignore in her base kit, but it's more of she just ignores. It's not shred, not like a supportive shredding type of thing right there. But yeah, Zani, I think, is probably going to be a Spectral Frazzle, and big word going around that she's going to work with Phoebe. I really hope she's not fully dedicated to Phoebe, though. I don't think she is. Hopefully, I don't think they would make such a hyped character fully dependent on another character. I like Zani's got to be the most hyped Wuthering Waves character so far. So I don't think she's going to be super dependent on Phoebe. She probably works with Phoebe, but I hope she's not super dependent on Phoebe like you need Phoebe. Then another thing I want to talk about is Cantarella and Shorekeeper right now. Cantarella and Shorekeeper are airing. Shorekeeper banner is only going to be for a week. If you don't have Shorekeeper, I definitely recommend picking her up. She gives you crit rate, crit damage, gives you a second support to run with Verena, so you don't have just Verena on your team as your like only support. But don't let people steer you wrong. Shorekeeper is not a must have. Your account's not going to die not having Shorekeeper. Now, is she a really good pickup? Yes. I definitely recommend picking her up, but you're not going to die if you don't have Shorekeeper. I think everyone has Verena. At the end of the day, you're chilling, you have Verena, and you have your DPS and stuff like that. So to end off this video here, go for Zani. It's Zani time. It's Zani time. I think that Ciaccona, she's probably going to be Arrow Erosion, and she's probably going to be for Kartithia. So if you think you're going for Kartithia, I'm probably saying her name wrong, by the way. Kartethia, I think that's how you say it. Ciaccona is probably for Kartethia, so if you're planning going for Kartethia, go for Ciaccona. If you're a Phoebe player, or you just like Zani, I mean, who doesn't like Zani? Go for Zani. Hey, it's just like that. At the end of the day, though, pool who you like. Thank you for your time, and give out. See ya.